the Chinese culture, the food means express love, family, and caring, and communications. That's how we communicate with all our relatives and friends. So
you really like people have yes.
Yes.
You want to make a friends, you have to feed the stomach first, right? Then you feel better. Then you have good communication.
Express love with words. So just make good food.
So you have good food and then
everything in the
That's
food.
our language.
Right. That's a love language I can speak.
I mean, we have a lot of community outreach programs too on the fire side that help our adult communities and children, and so we have a lot of reach out programs for outreach.
So like for the also young kids education, for example, open door, let them to visit what you guys do.
We do have our community outreach director. She'll go out and teach in the classrooms, children, fire safety and how to dial 911, and so we have a lot of those programs for the kids. Yes.
So Michelle, I have one simple request because today is a principal for Chinese school here. Can they invite you guys come over to the class to teach them the little kids if they have some accident, how they protect themselves, how they connect with the police, how they protect their parents and the family.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yes.
Our classroom is at ASU.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
ASU
Not too far away from here.
Do you have a card?
I don't have a card. I have a phone number.
Yes.
There's a small flyer.
Yes.
Just let Helen know that she.
Okay.
I will. If I may, I'm one of our public information officers, so I help talk for the department on a regular basis. My name is Aaron. Hi everybody. But to kind of echo what Steve said, some of the challenges that we do have in our community as far as keeping our residents safe here is mostly property crime, kind of like Steve was saying. And so it's very easy to feel safe in Scottsdale because there's not a lot of violent crime, and that's good. There's not a lot of people necessarily hurting other people here. Now we do have some of that too, but there's typically more property crime, and it is, I think, people feel very safe here, and so they will leave their doors open and unlocked. They'll leave windows open when they leave their home for the day or overnight or things like that, and they will leave valuables in their vehicles. People can look right in and see a purse, a wallet, a phone, all those things, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes the doors aren't even locked on the car, and so unfortunately there are people out there looking for those types of opportunities to steal things from other people. And that's very sad, but it does happen. So we always recommend people, if you have to leave things in your car, to hide them as best you can somewhere. Obviously it's better to usually take things with you, but then if you hide it, even make sure you lock your car. And when you're even if you're home and all your family's home, lock your front door. Yeah. Because sometimes people come up, and we just arrested 7 Colombians. They were doing this. They were going around to different homes looking for, they would knock on the door, pretending they're food delivery. No one would answer. And then they would start to try to find a way to break in. The first thing they usually try to do is the front door, because if it's not locked, why do I need to go break a window and get cut and hurt? I can just open a door and go in. So it's always super important to do, in some ways, some of the easier things, right? Lock your doors, hide your valuables, those types of things.
Yes.
Our 911 system is pretty good.
Yes.
Even if people call in and they don't speak English,
Okay.
that's fine. We have translation services and things that will basically, we can refer to and sort of have almost immediate correspondence with then, to make sure no matter what language of person that needs help calling in, that we have resources available to start getting information and start getting help sent to wherever the emergency is. Most of the Valley agencies here do that as well. So, and we're even launching, I think I heard, a next gen 911 system where people can even start submitting video and some other things too when they call 911. So we keep getting better. We keep trying to meet the challenges that criminals pose for us when we want to obviously prevent crime, but then also be there to investigate crime and keep people safe. But those are some of the big things I would say.
To start, one of the great things about the city of Scottsdale and its public safety teams, both the fire department and the police department, is we work like a coin with two sides.
Yes.
We're one mission of making sure we take care of the citizens and the visitors of Scottsdale, which are over like 1 million a year. It's just in visitors. And so the police do their thing and we do our thing, but we do a lot of things together. and probably the best working relationship between a fire department and a police department probably in the country.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because it's
you guys
different.
share the same building.
We do.
Or each
We
other.
try and do everything together.
Yeah.
So on the fire side,
Yes.
it also has its own coin. You have suppression, which is the fire trucks
Yes.
and the firefighters. And then on the other side of the coin is prevention, where you have plan reviews that look at the building blueprints when they're being built, inspectors, fire investigators. So we'll have a fire, whether it's big or little, we investigate it so we know if we have so many of the same kind that's what our prevention efforts need to be moved to or
Right.
point to.
Do you
So-
guys promote the a fire safety education for the younger generation?
We do. We do school talks in the elementary levels. What else? I don't know if you know, but Scottsdale has had a residential fire sprinkler ordinance since 1985. To this day, there's still no other city in the nation that has that. And so that's a big deal because the sprinklers are set up to where you will live and not be hurt in the same room that there is a fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So sleeping, sitting, so we do a lot of our inspectors do all new construction.
Yes.
So everything from houses to apartments to high rises to commercial buildings. Our folks go see that and they're protecting it not only for you, making sure the building's correct for you, but correct for our own firefighters,
Right.
because they're the ones going in the building when it's under duress of some sort, you know. So they do all that, and again, not very many fire departments have the inspectors doing construction. Normally, they're going to already existing buildings, and we want to make sure the building is safe for everybody right from the start.
Okay, thank you. You shared this for us. That's the reason we come over, because you're taking the effort to make these cities safer and more beautiful.
Oh, yes.
We very respect your service.
Thank you.
That's how the reason we come here today.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, thank you
Yes.
so much.